Toxic woke feminism. Let's talk about that. Again! For the last time, I swear, I promise you guys, this is the last one. So, welcome back. I am Alma Valentino, this is my channel, and we try to talk about all of these subjects that are so saucy, so controversial, and it might get some people angry, but you know what? I don't care, because when you talk and you make me angry, nobody gives a fuck, right? So, I'm more than 30, I have very little fucks to give. Let's dive into this. So, I just wanted to make a short video to wrap up all of this toxic woke feminism and this idea of women and that women and men are the same, which are not. And so I just wanted to say, isn't that the sauce of life? That we are different? Like, take a second to imagine how the world would be if we were actually all the same. Apart from the fact that we would all be homosexual and there wouldn't be any kind of positions of any sort, and I mean, it would be so boring. So boring. Don't you actually like that the other person compliments you? And I think that even in homosexual relationships, there is a feminine and a masculine side of it. And I'm not saying this in like, who's the woman and who's the man? No. You can have feminine attributes and not be a woman. Or a sensitivity, or let's say things that are usually related, connected to women and their nature. So even in homosexual realities, you have these polar opposite sides that complement each other. We look for that, we seek for that. Not because you're not a whole, but because nobody's perfect. And you have so many attributes that can help you, that come from the other side, because our brains are wired differently. Besides all of the biological, anatomical differences that we have, our brains are wired differently. So let's say, for example, I, as many women, because women are more prone to this, I suffer from anxiety. At this point, it's chronic anxiety, which is awful because that means that even when I am calm and in a good, safe space in my head, my body will go to anxious mode. Just because. And sometimes when something happens that I'm excited about, my body will, or my brain will mislead that, will misunderstood that, and think that I'm anxious, and I will get anxious. My body will get anxious. I can't breathe, I shake, it's awful, okay? So why am I sharing this very personal thing with you? Because I know what it feels like, okay? I have had anxiety attacks that leave me on the floor, not being able to stand up, because as soon as I get in a vertical position, I just go black and hit the ground. So I know what I'm talking about here. And men are less propense to this kind of thing, this kind of feeling, and they're more logical. So when this happens and you have a man nearby that is close to you, that has some sort of connection, that cares, or whatever, he would more easily calm you down, to go back to your logic, to relax, to make you feel like it's not that big of a deal, it doesn't really matter, and little by little you get, back to your baseline. And on the other hand, for example, you have men that are more propense to COVID. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Sorry. to aggressivity and all these feelings that are, I'm gonna say they're violent, but as a feeling, right? As rage is a violent feeling. It's not like sadness, which is kind of sleepy, you know. And I hope I express myself correctly. And women are better at calming down this kind of thing. I don't know what happened to my light. Guys? There we go. So sorry, I don't know what happened. And wait, I'm gonna. So unprofessional, Alma. What's going on with you? We're professionals. I'm gonna get better, guys. I swear. Just be patient with me. Be patient. I'm gonna get there. So, women will complement men in this way. They will help you calm down in the energy levels and that kind of thing. So I think, I'm not saying this is a great design by God or whatever. I mean, whatever your belief is, I think there is a science behind this that explains why we complement each other. Because we are meant to be heterosexuals. And don't take this as an attack to homosexual people. I have homosexual friends. Again, I don't give a fuck. Do with your life whatever you want to do. If you ask me, I also think there is a scientific reason for which homosexual exists, because even some people are going to say there is no homosexuality in nature. There is. And some theories speculate that that's because sometimes in nature mothers will reject their puppies and stuff, and so homosexual couples will take these, infants and help them survive and just let them go. But obviously we are supposed to be heterosexuals, because if we weren't, we wouldn't be able to reproduce. We would have gone extinct thousands of years ago, which is not the case, because heterosexuality is the norm for a scientific reason. Oh my God, science behind facts. So go check your science. Okay, but to say it's not just because we complement each other for a reason. So if we are the same, again, like, it's kind of not the same thing, but if we are all the same, going back to that statement, why do we have separate sports? Why do we have separate jails? Why do we have separate bathrooms? Why do make this difference? Like, women are in danger in certain situations with regards of a man, because we are not the same. And we need to stop pretending we are, and we need to stop definitely teaching children that we are the same, because we're not. So I hope that I kind of wrap that up so we can finish this toxic woke feminism videos. I'm so sure that's not gonna be the case. I'm so sure we're gonna have to talk about this again, because somehow basic anatomy is not taught at schools, I'm guessing. I don't know. Explain that to me. I mean, I was born in the 90s. Again, I am Chilean, and we had biology and anatomy, and we studied the reproductive system, not sexual education, the reproductive system. So at the age of 12, you were like, no doubt, we're different. And I think I never, ever thought that we were the same. So let me know in the comments if you have the same experience, or if at a point you did actually think that we were the same, that we women and men are the same. What are your opinions on that topic? Please consider doing the YouTube things that will help to put more voices out there, more logical, reasonable people fighting this nonsense that's going around the globe, because unfortunately the United States of America export this culture. Like, if you were like North Korea and just shut that up in your country, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but you're just exporting it everywhere. And we're starting to see this new tendency in Europe. So I am very worried and very angry, but mostly very worried. So that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around. Please, if you're gonna do anything, leave a comment. As I always say, I want to talk about these things, but you cannot dialogue in an empty room. You would only echo. So I'm starting to feel lonely. No, I'm kidding, but consider just putting your voice out there too. Thank you for sticking around. See you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.